a mixture of both smooth as well as skeletal muscle fibers, and in the lower 1/3 it is purely made up of smooth muscle fibers. Okay. And another thing about the lamina propria. In the lamina propria, you will see mucus glands in the lower 1/3. You will see lots of mucus glands in the lower 1/3 of the esophagus, in the region of lamina propria. There are both submucosal as well as mucosal glands, but the distinct feature of the lower 1/3 of the esophagus, these are known as esophageal glands or cardiac glands, also called as cardiac glands. These are mucus secreting glands. Now, why do we need lot of mucus glands in the lower 1/3 of the esophagus? Because to neutralize the acid which is regurgitating or from the cardiac end of the stomach. So here you can see smooth muscle fibers, fasciculi, and also skeletal muscle fibers. Now look at this. Can you see this region here? Let me point the pointer at a skeletal muscle fiber here. Can you see the striations there? The peripherally placed nuclei, right? So this is a skeletal muscle fiber, and let us come here. Look at these. These are the smooth muscle fibers. So both skeletal as well as smooth muscle fiber bundles are present here in the muscularis externa. So this would be a section which is taken from the middle 1/3 of the esophagus. So you see both smooth as well as the skeletal. See, this is the skeletal muscle fiber there. Okay, and here you can see these are the fasciculi of the smooth muscle fiber, spindle shaped with oval nucleus. Okay, non-branching, without any cross striation. So this is the area of the smooth muscle fibers. Okay, and skeletal muscle fibers there. So this is the middle section or the slide of the middle 1/3 of the esophagus. And now next to that would be the layer of the adventitia, which is made up of dense irregular connective tissue fibers. So the adventitia is composed of dense irregular connective tissue fibers, and in the adventitia you will see blood vessels and then nerve fibers. So you will see venules, arterioles, nerve fibers, and you will see some amount of adipose tissue surrounding it. So this is a slide from the middle 1/3. Now let's see the lower 1/3 of the esophagus. Now look at this. This is the lumen. Okay, this is the pointer is placed at the lumen. Now we go from the lumen here towards the periphery. Okay, so this is the adventitia here, and this is the region of the lumen. Okay, so here you can see this is the epithelium. What type of epithelium is this? Loud, I can't hear you. I'm shouting so much. You can also shout now. Tell loudly, what is this? Stratified squamous non-keratinized variety of epithelium. And what is this layer here? Where is the pointer placed at? This is the, what is this layer? Lamina propria. And now look at this. What are these glands? These are the esophageal or the cardiac glands, okay, which are placed in the lamina propria. And see, they are mucus secreting glands. Okay, sometimes you can see the ducts of these glands which open into the lamina propria. Here you can see these are the ducts. These are the mucosal glands, and here you can see these are the openings. Anybody has a question? So here you can see this is the duct of these mucus secreting glands which opens out towards the surface of the epithelium. Okay. So let's see in high part view these glands. these are all mucous glands. You can see the basal nuclei, flattened nuclei placed in the base, right? Flat nuclei which are placed pushed towards the base. And look at the cytoplasm. Is it dark or pale? It's a pale appearing, foamy appearing cytoplasm of these mucosal glands. So these are the mucosal glands which are placed in the lamina propria. Now let's see the ducts of these glands. How do you identify a duct? The nuclei will be very distinctly dark. Okay, the nuclei of a duct will be distinct and darkly stained. This will be either simple or stratified cuboidal lining. So here you can see this is the duct of these glands which is opening towards the surface epithelium. That's another duct you can see. This is another duct. Okay, duct of these cardiac or the esophageal glands. Some books say cardiac glands, but don't confuse. These are the glands of the esophagus. Cardiac glands are seen in the stomach, the cardiac portion of the stomach. Since this is the lower half of the esophagus which is joining the cardiac portion of the stomach, some books have referred to it as cardiac glands also. Okay. So this is the duct of the esophageal glands which are placed in the lamina propria. So this is the slide of lower 1/3 of the esophagus. Okay. Now this is the submucosa here. Deep to the lamina propria, this is the submucosa. You can see lots of blood vessels there in the submucosa. See, sections of the veins you can see here in the submucosa. See, lot of blood vessels there in the submucosa. And next, deep to the submucosa, you can see this is the muscularis externa. Since this is a slide of the lower 1/3 of the esophagus, what type of muscle fiber should be here? Smooth muscle fibers. Let's see. See, these are the, you can see, oval shaped nuclei, single nuclei. That's a smooth muscle fiber there. Can you see? Spindle shaped muscle fiber having a centrally placed single oval shaped nuclei, right? So as you go down, you encounter the smooth muscle fibers in the muscularis externa, and this is a cross section also. You can see cross section of a smooth muscle fiber. You can see, right? That's a centrally placed single nucleus there. Now this, here we are in the region of the adventitia there, made up of dense irregular type of connective tissue fibers, and here you can see the blood vessels. So embedded in the adventitia you will see sections of arterioles, veins, nerves and some amount of fat there. So this is the slide of the lower 1/3 of the esophagus. Please take out your slide boxes and start seeing your slides. In the meantime, I will focus the plexus of nerves, the submucosal plexus and the plexus in the muscularis externa.